A first down carry for Henry. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 42.
2nd and 11. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
Colts 7, Titans 6.
2nd and 11 now. To throw is Tannehill, rolling to his right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Darius Leonard, the linebacker, able to break that one up.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
I'll give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. A first down throw for Brissett. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. So that now back-to-back drive CD that have ended with an interception.
I don't know about you, but I'd call my quarterback over, put an arm around him and say, hey, take a look at the scoreboard. We're playing with a lead. Let's be smarter about what we're doing out there.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
10 at the 43-yard line.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Back to the air, Tannehill on 2nd down. He'll get this one complete to Davis. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches.
4th down and less than a yard.
So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Dancing to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Derrick Henry. First down and much more for Henry. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
From the red zone now, Tannehill. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Yannick Ngakoue. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. Here's Tannehill. And right side, Henry's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
A 42-yard attempt.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept in a lot of games, and now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
A 2nd down throw for Brissett. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Touchdown.
Paris Campbell with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points. And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6.
Colts 14. Titans 6.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team, because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there, we've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Now a good job shifting right, finding his target. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Smith catches left side. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 18. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home. And they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Tannehill on third down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. This will be a 34-yard attempt. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that'll get the lead down to 5. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Caught left side by Hilton. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That's good for 28 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Brissett. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. T.Y. Hilton once again the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Out of the end zone. Harrison Smith on the coverage.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit.
3-yard attempt.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack.
7 yards.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta? And got his man complete. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Complete.
Brashad Perriman, 79 yards. And the Colts are able to grow their lead.
Lining up for the point.
And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 19. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Prater for the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Matt Prater set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Colts pick it up.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Fresh off the pick 6, it's Tannehill. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Tannehill. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it, and the Colts pick it up. And some space here. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Huge play by the defense. Not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Uncorks one for Davis. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls as we saw there.
A big seam, and he might go all the way.
I'm only going to be able to
Touchdown, Titans. Corey Davis, 83 yards. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Rodgers on the return. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
10-10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. The drive starts with a completion left side. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
First down, Colts.
Out of the gun, Brissett. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and that'll bring up second down.
It's now second.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll get this out quickly to Campbell. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
A 3-yard pickup.
An extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Brissett again. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 45. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. Bears it out toward the corner of the end zone. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up fourth.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as they'll go for it on fourth down. They snap it to Tannehill. He finds Humphreys. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. Tannehill on first down. And now here is another interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. He's got Jack Doyle and able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 15 yards on the play, first down.
And the Colts first down.
First down, Brissett. He'll air this one out deep for Perriman. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
2nd 10 coming up here in Nashville. Third quarter action. Into the air once more. It's Brissett. He's got this one complete to Perriman. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Again, it's Brissett. Campbell making the catch. Space to maneuver at the 40. And all the way up to the 45-yard line. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. The tackle is made by Adoree Jackson. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now Brissett. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Kevin Byard, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raider, gets the sack. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
Second and inches.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Now the rookie runner from App State, it's Darrington Evans. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
On first down, Tannehill. Flushed out right. That is caught at the 7. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
That's good.
It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Stay in situation. Let's go. Play. Hurry.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
The tackle made.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Hey, check mark 33. Check mark 33. Hey, watch delay.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. So now Tannehill leading his crew to the line to go for 2.
Check 26, check 26.
They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. Throwing, Brissett. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. First and 10, Taylor now. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke.
The tackle made.
The Super Bowl hero, Malcolm Butler, makes a stop.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. To throw on 2nd and 6. Brissett taken in by the tight end Doyle. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 20 on a catch and run.
It's a gain of
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
First down.
On first down, it's Taylor, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That one good for 10 yards, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the Titans' 13-yard line.
They run with Hines, and now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
The ball carrier.
Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. This to make it a 3-score game late. Prater's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
42.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. Now it's Adam Humphries on the return. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. To be frank, you really have to feel for them. This is appearing to not be their week yet again. So another loss in the cards as they trail big in quarter number 4. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
2nd and 9 at the 24-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Tannehill. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
A boost here to start the drive after the penalty. It's 1st and 5. The give to Taylor, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Harrison Smith on the tackle. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd down at the 26-yard line. Today's final score, Colts 42, Titans 25.